Pretty special opportunity. We're featuring Nile Zacherle. Nile is a sought-after winemaker for David Arthur, Montaigne, and some other stellar labels. And today we're going to be featuring his wine, private, tiny production of wine. Take a look. So how long have you been doing this?
So I've been making wine since the mid-90s, and so about 15 years now.
And what still absolutely excites you about the whole wine process? Why did you get into wine? What is it about it that just drives you?
I think that it's this unending challenge. Every year you kind of see the season begin anew, and each year you learn a little bit more, and honestly you kind of feel like, just like other things in life, that the older you get, the less you know. We talk about the Zacherle wines. We do like to emphasize the site, and that's really what gets us excited about making the wine.
Okay, when you say site, specifically the vineyard location, tell me some of the attributes of a vineyard location that make the Pinot Noir or make the cabs that you make at David Arthur and Montaigne special. Tell me really about the site, what gets you excited when you see it.
When you see a site that's got fairly good drainage, and that makes a big impact on controlling the dynamics of the vine's growth throughout the season. The other element to it is certainly, what are we growing? If we're growing Pinot Noir, we do want kind of a cooler site. We want those flavors to develop very slowly.
And specifically, tell me about the Pinot Noir and the vineyard that it came from and the flavor profiles that you're after when you saw that vineyard site and what you think it could produce.
This vineyard site actually was originally planted to Chardonnay. And I went down there and met with the vineyard owner, Maureen Palladini, quite a fun woman, and we were walking the vineyard, and she said, you know, there's this fellow that used to buy my grapes and when I grew the Chardonnay, and he was just the nicest guy, and do you know him? His name is Fred Fisher. And I'm like, that's my father-in-law. Yeah. And so from that moment on, it seemed to be a good fit, and we jumped on board with a very small production of a couple tons. Winemaking techniques, we actually would take about 30% of the whole clusters and put them in with the destemmed fruit to add a little bit more nuance, a little bit more structure and tannin that would be kind of, I'd say, considered more of an old world methodology. The reason why I chose the 2009 Pinot Noir is we feel that it is a very good expression of what Zacherle does. In 2009, we really felt like all the stars aligned, and it created a wine with great depth, complexity, all the layers that we wanted out of the wine. We do like to donate as much as possible, and I think it's best of both worlds, where we get to talk about the wines and what we do and who we are, and share the wines, and also give back at the same time, which is a wonderful thing.
That was actually pretty nice. You can see how gifted Nile is, and this is a really wonderful Pinot Noir from a very small vineyard with coastal influences down in Carneros, hand-picked, hand-sorted, small production. This is what Pinot Noir is all about.